Hello, Springy here. Happy Christmas Eve. Guess what we're doing today? Right, just for a laugh, decided to get new drums, new shoes, and new wheel bearings because they live in the drums. So I've pressed the races in there, greased the bearings up, put them in, put the race on the outside, and the bearings are there ready to go in. The shoes that were on it, plenty of meat. In fact, there's only about 1/2 mil difference between these new ones and the ones that were in it. But they look, to be honest, on close inspection, in fact they're a bit oily. Almost as if there was a leak. Now there's 2 new wheel cylinders on the back of the car, so I don't know. Anyway, although they're almost full thickness, yeah, unless that's just all the grease and shit where I took them off. Anyway, so I'm changing them, changing the drums. Now, I'd said before the drums are all okay, and to be honest, there's plenty of life in them. There's probably about 1/2 millimetre to maybe 1 millimetre of wear in there, but this one's actually got a chunk missing out of it, so sod it, I'm changing them anyway. I know this ain't gonna cure my brake problem. I reckon it's, well, once I've got all this back on the car, try the pedal, I think next is to take the servo off, get inside it and see what seals there are, see if any of them are leaking, because I'm sure I can get a seal kit for the servo. I'm having no luck actually finding a servo. I've tried to test the servo, but it's a little bit non-specific. Normally you pump the pedal up, which gets rid of any air in the servo without the engine running. You'll get a hard pedal, which means you know your brakes are working, and then you turn the engine on and then it softens a bit. I said this in the last video. Mine's, I don't know, it's a bit it's just not really definitive. I can't really tell whether the servo's working fully or not. I can't hear any leaks around it. Seems to be holding pressure, but I think that's the next thing I'm going to look at. So anyway, what I've done is I've put these back together on the bench because they're a bloody nightmare. There's so many bits and springs and stuff, as you'll know if you've done brake shoes before. So I've put them back together on the bench just so I know where everything is. I took loads and loads of photos of it while it was on the car. I've even written on them left and right, because everything's handed, including the springs. They're actually handed. Luckily everything on the left got red springs, and everything on the right has got silver springs. And the other thing is the adjuster. This is the adjuster backed fully off, so that you can get the drum on when the brakes are there. When I took the old brakes off, the adjusters were about probably halfway out. So even though the shoes were virtually, well, it was just under 1/2 millimetre of wear on the shoes, the adjusters were right at least halfway. And I don't know whether, I'm guessing that tiny bit of wear on the drums was enough to have the adjusters. So anyway, it's all going in new, and then I know it's not going to cure the brake problem. Popped round the garage yesterday, round the corner, and just had a chat with the lovely fella there. I told him everything I'd done, and he said, well, basically you've done exactly everything that they would do. He couldn't really suggest anything else, other than, if I don't have any luck, just take it round to them in the new year. His lads will bleed it and just see if they get any luck. You know, their equipment probably better than my equipment, so you never know, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now, get these on the car. Right, I've put down this sheet, hoping that when all these springs and shit fly off everywhere, I might be able to catch them. So, wish me luck. Well, it actually went on a lot easier than I thought. Basically, it all stayed intact. All I had to do was, well, no, it was all intact. I put it on twice though, because I put it on the first time, and then I remembered you need to put a little bit of copperies or whatever on 6 points where the inside of the shoe just touches the back plate. But I'm just going to give it a bit of a squirt with brake cleaner, where I've managed to get a bit of crap on these. Alright, that's the right hand side on. Not too painful really. I'm going well. I've got to get the drums now and got to seat the bearings. I'm going to refer to the Haynes manual, see what I'm supposed to do there, even though I've done it before on this one. Okay, I've had a look at the Haynes manual. Drum went on nice because I'd backed off the adjusters, so the bearing on the inside is already seated in and greased up. You then need to get your lovely greasy outer bearing in place. Sorry, I'm looking at the job, not at what the camera's doing. We've then got a washer with a little tab in it, which goes on there. Right. Right. I've lost a nut. Back in a tick. Yeah, found the nut. It was in this socket. I forgot. Put the nut in some sockets, see which size it was. So anyway, that goes on. Then got to do this up to 25 Newton meters whilst spinning the drum anti-clockwise. So it's 25 Newton meters, and then we've got to back it off half a turn, and then do it back up finger tight, and put on the retainer, and then the split pin goes through the hole. So I'll just get that done. Right, that is now at 25 Newton meters whilst spinning the hub anti-clockwise. So now back it off half a turn. That's half a turn. Then do it up finger tight. And then put the retaining nut on, retaining washer, and then find the split pin. Yeah, split pin goes in there. Sorry, split pin goes through the hole. It's not focusing. Right, let's put the camera down. Right, that's on. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Put the wheels on, get it off the jacks, axle stands, have a feel, and then I'm guessing the next video is going to be me taking off the servo and having a look in there to see if there's anything I can find. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I've been Springy. Happy Christmas Eve.